Hello, welcome to part 3 where we talk about muscle tissue. In part 3, we are going into the different types of muscles, the skeletal muscles, the smooth and cardiac muscles. Let's start with the skeletal muscles. They are attached to the skeletal system and allow us to move. The muscular system includes only skeletal muscle. So when we're referring to muscular system, we are referring to the muscles that are attached to the skeleton. What is the function of the skeletal muscle? They produce skeletal movement, of course, our lower limb and the upper limb for movement, help maintain posture and body position, support the soft tissues, gut entrance and exits, maintain body temperature mainly when they contract, and store nutrients as well. Skeletal muscle comprises of muscle cells, or called muscle fibers. They also have connective tissues, nerves, and blood vessels. As we've discussed in part 1, there is extensive vascular network. This is because there is a need for delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the body parts and also removal of metabolic wastes. Skeletal muscles contract only when stimulated by central nervous system. Hence, that is why it's called voluntary muscles. Skeletal muscles contain hundreds of nuclei, hence they have multiple nuclei. They develop by fusion of embryonic cells. The embryonic cells are called the myoblasts. They are also known as striated muscle cells due to striations. You'll see in the picture. These are the striations of the skeletal muscle, and hence sometimes it's referred as a striated muscle. These are the striations as labeled here. And we said they have more than one nucleus. You can see this is the nucleus, this is the other, so there's more than one nucleus. Then there is sarcolemma. This is the cell membrane of a muscle fiber. It surrounds the sarcoplasma. What is sarcoplasma? It's the cytoplasm of muscle fiber. This is the sarcolemma. Myofibrils, lengthwise subdivisions within muscle fiber. They are responsible mainly for muscle contraction, and they are made up of bundles of protein filaments. These myofilaments are responsible for muscle contraction. Now there is 2 types of myofilaments. Number 1, thin filaments made of protein actin, thick filaments made of protein myosin. This is another picture of a skeletal muscle fiber, also showing you again the numerous nuclei and a myofibril, sarcolemma, and this is another structure. This, I want you to see the thin filament and the thick filament, which are mainly for the contraction of the muscles. Again, another demonstration. You can see again the filament, the two types, the thin filament and the thick filament. There we got the sarcolemma, which is the outer membrane here, and there is mitochondria as well. Remember, when we see mitochondria, we associate it with energy production. This is a bundle of myofibril. It's the same picture. Sarcomere. What is a sarcomere? This is the smallest functional unit of a muscle fiber. Interaction between filaments produce contraction. Filaments, I'm referring to the thin and the thick filament. Arrangements of filaments accounts for striated pattern of myofibrils. Let's move on to smooth muscle. These are long, slender, and spindle-shaped. They have a single central nucleus. They have no myofibril or sarcomere, have no tendons, have scattered myosin fibers. Most importantly, they are attached to dense bodies, and also they are involuntary, no conscious control. You have no control of this muscle, of the movement that is in control, that is controlled by the smooth muscle. This is a picture of a smooth muscle. This is the sectional view. Can you see there's just one nucleus? And this is the dense body they were referring to. This is how the myosin look. And look at the actin, how it looks. It's different from the myosin. And this is in the superficial view. That means from externally so. This is the intermediate filaments. And then this two, number 1, 2. This is the muscle in its relaxed state. And then this is the muscle when it's contracted. You can still see also there is just one nucleus. Location of smooth muscles. Where do we find the smooth muscles? They are found in blood vessels. All these are blood vessels. The aorta, arteries and veins. In the lymphatic vessels, urinary bladder, of course, for movement of the urine. The uterus, also for the urine. Male and female reproductive tracts. Gastrointestinal and respiratory tracts. So a smooth muscle is quite spread out throughout the body, and it's found in most of the systems in the body. Cardiac muscle, the third muscle. Cardiac muscles are striated as well, so they have something in common with the skeletal muscle. They are striated, but they are only found in the heart. Striations are similar to that of skeletal muscles. Unlike the skeletal muscle, the cardiac muscles are small, have a single nucleus, are aerobic, have high myoglobin and mitochondria. Remember, when you see mitochondria, that means lots and lots of energy production. They have what we call intercalated discs. Intercalated discs, these are specialized contact points between the cardiocytes, joint cell membranes of adjacent cardiocytes. Functions of the intercalated disc: to maintain the structure, enhance molecular and electrical connections, and conduct action potential. We shall learn more about action potential when we get deep in the central nervous system. This is the cardiac muscle. Can you see the intercalated disc? And this is only found in the cardiac muscle. It's not found in the smooth muscle, not found in the skeletal muscle. But the striations, you can see them. They are found also in the cardiac as well as in the skeletal. There's only one nucleus, and these are the mitochondria, lots and lots of them for energy production. The heart works very hard because it has to pump out blood to the rest of the body parts. Functional characteristic of cardiac muscle: automaticity. This is contraction without neutral stimulation. It's controlled by pacemaker cells. We shall go in depth on this when we get to the cardiovascular system. For now, that's it. Any questions? Let's talk in the comment section. Bye.